The slap landed before the sentence finished forming in my head. A sharp crack. My earring skidded across the marble floor like it was trying to escape before I could. No one moved. The Christmas lights blinked softly, oblivious. Red, green, gold. My mother's hand froze midair, still holding a serving spoon. My father's chest heaved once as if he had been wronged. "Give me the keys," he said again. Slower this time, louder. "You don't deserve that house." That was the moment everything ended. The dining room smelled like roasted meat and pine. Crystal glasses caught the chandelier light, throwing fractured reflections across the walls like a room already breaking apart. My relatives sat stiffly around the table, eyes lowered, pretending not to notice the violence that had just baptized the evening. Blood bloomed warm along my cheek. Not much. Just enough to remind me that this wasn't about money. This was about control. I tasted iron, swallowed it. I stood up without a word, my chair scraping back like a warning shot. My father smirked, confident. He always mistook silence for surrender. I picked up my coat. I walked out. And in the driveway, under falling snow, I made one phone call. My parents never forgave success they couldn't claim. They liked telling people I was lucky. They never said how lucky. They never mentioned the nights I slept in my car, or the years I built my company while they reminded me, weekly, that I was nothing without them. The villa was the final insult. Not because it was expensive, but because it was mine. They smiled when I bought it, hugged me, toasted me. Then slowly the comments started. "You should put it in our name. For safety. Family assets should stay in the family. You wouldn't even be here without us." Tonight was their ultimatum. Public, loud, humiliating. A calculated display meant to break me back into obedience. Instead, it reminded me of everything I had already uncovered. 6 months earlier, I noticed the cracks. Bank statements that didn't align. Legal documents with my signature, perfectly forged. A trust I'd never approved. Loans taken against my assets, routed through shell companies that led back to one familiar name. My father. The man who taught me integrity like it was scripture. The same man who had been quietly siphoning my success into his failures. I didn't confront him. I watched. I hired someone better than a lawyer. Someone who specialized in patterns, not excuses. And together we waited. The woman arrived exactly 1 hour after I left. The doorbell rang mid-dessert. Laughter died mid-breath. I wasn't there, but I could picture it perfectly. The way my father would straighten instinctively. The way his jaw would tighten. Because she never showed up uninvited. She was tall, severe, dressed in black that didn't bother pretending to be festive. My father knew her the moment he saw her. His color drained fast. She introduced herself calmly. "Federal Financial Crimes Division." She asked for him by full name. Then she placed a folder on the table. Subpoenas, audit notices, a warrant, every illegal transfer, every forged signature, every hidden account. Documented, time-stamped, irrefutable. My mother started crying. My aunts gasped. My cousins stared like they were watching a live autopsy. My father tried to speak. Nothing came out. I didn't need to be there to feel it. The collapse. The power evaporating in real time. The man who raised his hand to me now shaking as officers escorted him out of his own house? Past the same guests he'd tried to dominate an hour earlier. I heard later that he kept asking one question. How did she do this? The answer was simple. I stopped protecting him. By morning, the villa was quiet. Sunlight spilled across floors no one else would ever demand keys to again. I removed the remaining earring and placed it carefully on the counter. The twin to the one still lying somewhere beneath my parents' table. I felt no joy, only clarity. Some people mistake blood for loyalty. Others mistake fear for love. I had made the same mistake once. Never again. Justice doesn't always scream. Sometimes it waits patiently until the right doorbell rings.